Hey everybody, so welcome to week 5 of the second 9 weeks. This week we are exploring soils. So, our soil samples for today are going to be clay, silt, sand, and loam, also known as topsoil. So, I currently have our notebook set up on an anchor chart just so we can follow along in setting up our notes. It's also available for you to print if you want, or you can follow along in the notes and copy that down as well. So today we're only going to focus on just two parts of our notebook setup, but we're going to leave it all set up. That way we can come back to it. So today we are looking at clay, silt, sand, and loam. So for loam or topsoil, we're going to go ahead and start describing how it looks. So it is dark in color. So it can either be dark brown or black. And I'm going to write that in my anchor chart. So my color should be dark brown or black. And our texture. So when we feel the texture of loam or topsoil, it's hard or on parts it's soft. It just depends on which part of the loam you're feeling. So for texture, I'm going to put rough and some parts smooth. And this is because the loam is a mixture of soils. Next, we have our sand. So sand is tan in color, and when we feel it, it's gritty. So I'm going to write that in my chart for sand. It's tan. My texture is gritty. Next we have silt. Silt is usually white, but this sample of silt is a brownish color. And this one actually feels like powder. So if I were to compare it to something, it would probably feel like flour. And we can find silt usually after storms. So I'm going to put silt is white or brown. And the texture is smooth, like powder. Last we have clay. Now clay is really interesting. I'm going to move these to the side. So clay is this reddish orange looking clay. Now when it's dry, it's hard. But when I add water to it, and I feel it, it's sticky. So that's pretty cool. So we'll write that on our chart. So clay is red or orange. And our texture is when it's dry, it's rough. And when it's wet, it's sticky. So today we're just focusing in on color and texture for our notes. And then we have our reading for today. So, properties of soil. Soil is a thin layer of loose material that covers most of Earth's land. Soil is not simply just dirt. Soil is made of tiny pieces of rock, minerals, and humus, which is the plant remains. So you can continue reading this inside Schoology. Also, you have a 2-minute reflection in Schoology. So you can either write for 2 minutes or you can use your microphone feature for 2 minutes. Have fun!